Hi guys, welcome to another Blu-ray collection update review. I've got a few titles to talk about today. First up, Jim Carrey and Renee Zellweger, Me, Myself and Irene. I think it's one of Jim Carrey's better movies. He plays Charlie who is in a relationship, and his girlfriend leaves him, or I should say his wife leaves him for another guy. And that's when he develops a split personality, hence Me, Myself. And then Renee Zellweger comes into his life, so she's Irene. It's a very good laugh. I think Jim Carrey plays the part well. Some of the scenes, especially the scenes where we meet his kids, they play the part very well. But it's funny when Charlie falls in love and then he declares war against himself for her affection. Well worth it. I got it for a good price. Next up, I got an animated movie, or CGI I should say, not animated. Kung Fu Panda 2 with Jack Black. One of my favorite characters is Po. Now we say Po now, he is the Dragon Master Warrior, I should say the Dragon Warrior, and he's got to lead his team on a new dangerous mission. And I like it when he says that his old enemy stares. Jackie Chan and many other stars also lend their voices to this. It's a good follow-up to the first one. So that's Kung Fu Panda 2. Next up, a movie I have not watched yet. I know it's been around a while, but I just haven't got round to it. That is Homefront with Jason Statham and James Franco. I like Jason Statham as an action movie. He's an action movie actor. He's very good. I look forward to watching this. Yeah, that's Homefront. Next one I got, a sequel to 21 Jump Street, now 22 Jump Street, with Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, and of course Ice-T. He's not Ice-T, Ice Cube, sorry, my bad, Ice Cube, as their chief. So it's not as good as 21 Jump Street, but here we see Schmidt and Jenko when they go undercover at a local college. They go through with their mission and they question their partnership. Now, they don't have to just crack the case, but they have to figure out if they have, should we say, a mature relationship. Like I said, not as good as 21 Jump Street, but it's still got its scenes. It's funny. It was worth the price I paid. 22 Jump Street. Next up, another movie I have yet to watch still, American Ultra with Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart. As you can see, it's the CIA's best sleeper agent is now its worst nightmare. From what I've seen on the trailer, it looks good. So I picked this up for a reasonably good price. I just look forward to watching it. Another comedy picked up on sale, Hot Pursuit with Reese Witherspoon and Sofia Vergara. It's Hot Pursuit, armed and sort of dangerous. Reese Witherspoon, she's this perfect goody two-shoes cop who goes in to pick up Sofia Vergara, who's wanted. Well, she's actually trying to protect her as a federal witness, I should say. Sorry, my bad. From a gang from a drug boss. As they raced through Texas, they found themselves pursued from crooked cops to murderous, vicious gunmen. But it's like a good buddy movie, like we'd say, like something like, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker had with Rush Hour, something like that. But obviously, sorry, but not as good. But two very nice ladies put in a very funny performance as a team. Hot Pursuit. Next I got was a 2-movie collection. One of my favorite genres, with the Greeks fighting against the Persians, and that's 300 and 300 Rise of an Empire. First one with Gerard Butler is still the best. They're from producers Zack Ryder, who I think is such a talented worker in Hollywood. So 300, yes, we all know, is about the Battle of Thermopylae, which was the 300 Spartans defending, trying to hold off just to get enough time against the mighty Persian army. Very good CGI used, based on Frank Miller's graphic novels. 300 Rise of an Empire, that brings the glory fight back to the sea, where the Greeks pitted against the Persian forces again. But knowing it's not as good as the first one, but it's still worth a good action. So that's 300 and 300 Rise of an Empire. My last movie pickup was probably my best one so far. The very new Stephen King's It. Now what we must remember is, guys, this is part 1 of it, of when they are, if you've seen the movie, sorry, I won't tell much more, but if you've seen the movie, where they are the kids still. And we see Georgie disappears first. We know if it follows the book very well, Georgie first disappears down the sewer, when he meets Pennywise, the dancing clown. The very scary dancing clown. It was one of those movies that are really, the original miniseries, I found really, really scary, to be honest, but I still, to this day, I still consider it a classic. I think it's why some people are scared of clowns now. But this one is more closer to the book. It's, as I said, it's part 1, where they are still the kids. You might recognize, if you're a fan of Stranger Things, you recognize Mark from there. And Bill Skarsgård, who plays Pennywise, he pulls the part off very well. As you can see, I also love my slipcovers. So now what it is, these kids, they are terrorized by Pennywise, and he uses their fear against them and to terrorize them, to try, because every 27 years he comes out to feast on kids. So now they decide to fight back, and they find, they work together, they get together as a gang, and they find his lair. They eventually have a confrontation with Pennywise, and we see him for what he really is, and that is where it stops, because October next year, 2019, is going to be part 2, and us movie connoisseurs will know that that means that's when they are now adults. Anyhow, I've got 2 games to talk about quick that I picked up. First, on PS3, Sniper Elite V2. I've got Sniper Elite 3 on the Xbox 360. I really enjoy the World War II games. Here you are a sniper. It says 1 bullet can change history. I've yet to play this one, but I enjoyed Sniper Elite 3 so much that I got this one. I had to get it. So, I like my World War II games. I like to play the part of a sniper, and you go on various missions against the Germans. And finally, a game that I used to enjoy on PS2. I found Ultimate Alliance, Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, for the Xbox 360. My favorite hero, Iron Man. But here, what it is you can pick a team of, if I remember, it's 4 at a time, and you go on missions. You got missions against all the bad guys in the Marvel universe. And Spider-Man is good, Thor is good, Wolverine, strong, Captain America is probably the strongest to go with. So what you've got to do is, you pick a team of 4, make sure 1 guy can fly, and you go on missions. You can go onto other planets, you go underwater, you meet and unlock new Marvel characters, and you get through various stages until you get to the end, where you have to face off against a well-known Marvel villain. Anyway, that's Ultimate Alliance. This is the first one. A classic in my opinion. So that's all for now, guys. Just a little haul over the last 3 weeks. If you enjoy my videos, please carry on watching. Until next time, cheers.